Good morning and welcome to week 3 of my locking series using the 12-week year. I have 3 goals that I'm focusing on, which is goal number 1, lose 5 pounds in the next 12 weeks, apply for a Florida license to become a therapist there to be able to see Florida clients, and then also revamp my therapist website. It's been a while since I've updated it. And today we're gonna work on goal 1, and that is getting a strength training workout in. My goal is always 3 workouts a week, and then getting 7 to 10K steps while also maintaining a calorie deficit. So I have this outfit today. I got this from Bowie, and I'll put all of my workout outfits in the description, but I am really excited too because it is, right now it's 8 o'clock and I'm running a little bit behind because I have to get most of this, everything done probably by 9:30 and then get started with admin work. And then I have client sessions all day until 7. It is 55 degrees outside, so it's gonna be chilly outside. So I'll be doing a walk outside. I'm gonna try. If not, I'll do my under desk treadmill to get my steps in. But yeah, let's get started with the workout. I'm done with my workout, and yesterday I didn't share this with you because it was a bad day. A bad day after I finished my WAM meeting, which watch week 2 if you want to see how that went. It was period week, so I went through just like my whole process of like how I was able to stick to my goals and how much I executed that week. But I accidentally left my AirPods in one of my shorts, and I put it in the washer and they wash, and now they don't work, so I'm having to use my these until I get new ones, because I have my Bose over the ear headphones, but like that's just like too much for me, and I want to be able to just like be aware of my surroundings. So I'm going to use one of these and go for my walk. I took a body shower and just put a little bit of mascara and did my eyebrows and just did some sunscreen, like moisturizer. And I'm getting ready to start my first admin block, and then we'll have lunch, and then we'll have sessions for the rest of the day until 7. I'm not working on any other goal besides just maintaining my deficit, and I already have lunch and dinner prepared, and I don't have to cook until tomorrow. So today I tried to front load a lot of my steps. I have like around 6,200 steps right now, and it is barely 9:45. So I am gonna just start my admin. I have to edit the vlog for week 2 and upload it and all, so that's what I'm gonna work on. And later this week I'll work on the other goals a little bit more, but the first half of this week will just be me having virtual sessions, doing some admin work, getting my steps in, getting my workouts in, and yeah. But I'll take you along throughout it all. I really had a good workout. I feel like my energy is so much better like after my period, and so I'm feeling really good about this week. I'm really energized to see clients today, and I'm just feeling good. I'm having a snack because it's 3 o'clock and I have an hour before my next 3 more clients. I end the day at 7, so I'm gonna have a snack and then I'll see you for dinner. Happy Tuesday. I don't have any clients today until 10. I have clients from 10 to 3, so I have a little bit more time in the morning. It is 7:26. Just finished my morning routine, journaling, breakfast, coffee, And now I'm gonna go for a long walk so I could get most of my steps today during the beginning of the day, and that way in the afternoon I have things to do after my client sessions. I have to cook lunch for tomorrow, and then prep dinner, and I finish client sessions around 3:30 because it does take me like 30 minutes after to do my case notes. So around 3:30 I'll start cooking lunch, and then I'll start prepping dinner because we eat dinner pretty early, like 5:36. I mean, that's pretty early for me. Well, that's pretty early, but like we're used to it. And then that way, if we have any snacks or anything at night, it'll be around 8 before we go to bed, or 7 before we go to bed. And that's just been helping also with just like regulating my sugar levels. That helps me space out things. I don't always have a snack at night. Like yesterday I didn't have a snack at night. Last week I think I had more snacks because it was period week, but that's just what's been helpful for me. Anyway, it says it's 63 outside, but feels like 54 because it's been windy. So I just have this sweater that I love. But yeah, let's go into my walk. I have been listening to this podcast that I really enjoy. It's the Dr. Shannon Ritchie show, I think. And she is a physical therapist, and I'm really enjoying just her take on strength training and muscle recovery and things like that, because I love learning how to make things more effective and efficient for myself. And I like to get my sources by one or two places. Like I like to listen to Trainwell, and then I'm listening to this. I don't constantly want to consume like content where people are telling you what you should be doing, because I think it can get all confusing. I also feel like the more you research, the less you take action. So if you're someone who constantly watches videos on how to do this, how to get in a fitness routine, like at some point you're gonna have to stop watching those videos and start taking action and start seeing what the data looks like. That's why I do like habit tracking and things like that. It's helped me over the years figure out what works for me and what doesn't work for me. So I really encourage you to consume less, or pick one or two sources that you would like to get information to educate yourself from, but then take action, even if it's a small action. I think people hate when I say take a small action, but small doesn't mean less impact. Small means that over time you'll see the impact. The thing is, we think that we have to make these big steps forward, like eat clean all day. I was watching this vlogger who was struggling with her, I think like not having her iced coffee the way she likes it or something like that. And I was just like, girl, just have the iced coffee the way you like it, you know? And maybe if it is, because most of the time a coffee, hopefully, is not over 300 calories. So there are ways that you could probably make it better. And I think going into the weeds of like what sweetener you should have and all this, like it's gonna just overcomplicate your life. I'm taking my calorie deficit less complicating. I try to aim for like my lunches to be a little bit better, my dinners to be a little bit better, or at least have one thing to look forward to every single day, like whether that be an iced coffee, whether it be a pasta meal. I always have something to look forward to. When it comes to like food, it can be joy. We don't have to just see food as fuel. Food is fuel, but it's also a joy and a luxury of life, right? To be able to enjoy our food. And that's the way I'm looking at it. But of course, there's been times where I've over-enjoyed food and over-glorified food. And that got me to a significant amount of weight that for me was not helpful for my frame and just didn't make me feel good. So again, there's a balance, I would say, when it comes to all this. But yeah, I just want to share my 2 cents on that, because I do like watching wellness vlogs and seeing people's journey. And it's interesting to see how we all have different things that we struggle with and things that we like overthink about. And yeah, that just kind of stood out to me. But anyway, enough yapping. I'm gonna go for my walk. I'm on my lunch break,
and I'm just having the same meal, salmon, rice, and beans. Pretty standard. It keeps me full, and it's great. It's like helps with my macros and everything. And I have been getting at least 100 to 110 grams of protein. I'd like for it to be higher, but man, getting protein is hard, especially because I want to focus on not using so many, like, you know, like the Quest chips or the protein bars or protein powder. I want to get whole foods as my protein, but sometimes that just doesn't work. Sometimes we just gotta do the protein coffee or the protein bar. But I'm gonna eat my lunch, and then I have my next block of clients from 12 to 3, and then I'll be done for the day, which, well, not done for the day, because I still have to finish my case notes and then do the, cook my lunch for tomorrow and then cook dinner. So, got things to do, and I gotta pick up a little bit. If it's one thing that I've been just kind of struggling a little bit is just with my cleaning schedule. I've been doing a lot of it just like waiting to do it all on Sunday, and that's just a lot for a Sunday reset, and I don't want to be just cleaning my house all Sunday. So I'm trying to leave a little bit on Wednesday afternoon or Friday afternoon so that there's not a lot to do on the weekend. And I can enjoy my weekends a little bit more. But it is hard to balance, you know, doing it all. You know, what's that saying? You can have it all, just not all at once. And right now I'm not gonna have a deep clean house. I'm gonna have a tidy house. I'm gonna have, the kitchen is gonna be clean. That's always gonna be clean, dishes, things like that. But we're not here deep cleaning the showers and deep cleaning all the stuff. It's just not the season I'm in. He was craving a cookie, and as my last cookie for this was last week, I did Ninja Creamy, and I'm gonna have this as a little dessert for lunch. I am prepping my lunch for tomorrow. One thing about this challenge is that we are constantly cooking. It just always feels like there's just like constant things to do. Which I'm kind of grateful why I only picked like 3 goals, and I didn't just, because I knew like the weight loss goal was, I mean, it's a lot to take, right? Like, I think that's why people get so like overwhelmed, because you want to cook, you want to eat better, but then you still have all the other duties to do, right? Like work and stuff, so it becomes really overwhelming. So I almost feel like whenever you have a goal like that, try to not have all these other goals that also take like energy, physical energy or things like that, because it's gonna be a lot to do. That's why I love the 12-week year. But I'm gonna finish this, and then it's 3:30 now, so after that I'll rest for a little bit, and then, you know, start cooking dinner. That's what I'm saying, like, feels like I've been cooking, I'm cooking all the time. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is my day off, so I'm doing a strength training workout using Train Well, and today we're doing some plank reach throughs, some glute marches, some single leg deadlifts, some tricep push downs, so a lot of things, some dumbbell floor, squeeze presses, and I'll put basically the workout for today. I typically don't film the full workout, like every single clip of everything that I do. Sometimes it's just like unflattering positions, and I just don't want to put that on the internet. But I like to show just some of the things, and it also helps me look back at the footage and see my form, because I have noticed in some of the video, like my past 2 videos, just like when I maybe have lost form. And yeah, I think that's important to kind of look back. But yeah, I'm gonna start this. Today I'm only using 8 pounds and 15 pounds. So I'm excited. Oh, and I'm also doing my, I don't know if I've showed you this before, but I'm using this that I got a long time ago. And so I am able to do that. I think this goes up to 50. I could put up to 50 pounds on this thing. But I think I'm only doing 30 and 20 today for that. And it's just a way that my coach gets to do a lot of different workouts. Like I'm just working with what I have, and then we're gonna do a walk outside.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same. Yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama.
Hello, jump scare. I did 7,000 steps. I did a long walk and I showered, and I'm gonna relax for like a little bit of the morning before lunch, and then I have a few little chores that I gotta do. I moved some of them to Friday because I just don't want to do them. But I have a few things that I need to get done, like unload the dishwasher, things like that, clean the grates of like the oven, because I try to do that once a week. That I try to do that like every 2 weeks if we're not cooking a lot at home. But since we've been cooking a lot at home, I'm trying to do that every once a week so it doesn't get dirty, like cleaning the stove and stuff. And we have book club tonight. I forgot to mention that earlier today, but because I forgot myself. We have book club tonight, and it is Halloween themed since it's October, and we're all gonna dress up and have costumes. And I honestly just looked on Pinterest, just like easy costumes with things that I already had at home and things that I could like, little things that I could just buy online to just set up the costume. So I'm actually going to be Rachel from Friends. You might be wondering, why aren't you Monica from Friends? Well, I just couldn't find any like iconic outfits. Maybe there are some iconic outfits that she's known for, but I found Rachel's outfit where she is a waitress in the cafe. And so I got like a little sticker that I could put on an apron, and I have basically like, I think she just wears like a black skirt, a black shirt, and I think I'm just gonna do like a little name tag for myself, and that'll be my outfit. I'll like straighten my hair and do like the little side part like Rachel does. But that's gonna be my Halloween costume for book club. Really excited. The book that we read was Hidden Pictures. It was a thriller. It is on Kindle Unlimited. And it's also, if you have a Spotify Premium, you could listen to the audiobook, which I enjoyed it. I was doing Kindle and the audiobook at the same time, because during my walks it was great to listen to it. But yeah, I am planning to probably have, like, I don't necessarily know what they're gonna have. Like, every person who hosts has different snacks. So I am gonna eat before. But then I'm going to, I'm gonna eat before. I'm probably gonna bring a poppy with me so that I'm not tempted to have a glass of wine. Not that there's anything bad with me having a glass of wine, but I know I'll get over my calories if I have a glass of wine. And if I wanna have anything, like if they have any like sweet treats, I'd rather have a sweet treat than have alcohol, because tomorrow I have clients all day and I wake up really early. I wake up at 5. So I don't wanna ruin my mood, my day, by having a glass of wine and then it disrupting my sleep, especially since we meet very late in the day. I think our meeting's at 7, meeting's at 7, and we typically end around 8:30 or 9. So by that time I want to be in bed. I don't want any disruption to my sleep, so I might just have a poppy. And I'll bring it with me. That way I can, you know, stay within my calorie deficit, and if I do want to go a little bit over, it'll be like a sweet treat that they have or something. But if there isn't anything that I genuinely want, then I'm just gonna have my little poppy and I'll be fine, because I will have already eaten dinner. But that's my plan for the social outing. I don't know if I'm going to vlog. Maybe I'll vlog like a clip or two, because it is someone else's house, so I want to be respectful. And yeah, I think that's all the updates for today. Like I said, we're gonna relax for a little bit. I cooked lunch yesterday and dinner yesterday, so we have leftovers today. And that's what we're going to do. I'm actually watching some YouTube vlogs. That's kind of like my way of relaxing instead of scrolling on Instagram, because I just feel like Instagram can be so toxic sometimes. So I just like YouTube. YouTube for me doesn't feel like social media. It feels just like, you have autonomy to choose what you want to watch. It's not like you're being bombarded with a million and different suggestions that like you didn't even ask for, you know? So let's catch up on our YouTube. I am having steak, rice, and asparagus for lunch. I'm really excited. I don't know, steak is so filling for me and it keeps me satiated through like a lot of hours. So I'm excited for this. It's like my body needs the protein because of the workout and the long walk. So I'm excited for my meal. Here's the outfit. And I have a little tray for book club.
Extras of most things, so if we run out.
Good morning. I took a break from filming yesterday, just had a long day, and honestly I was so tired of cooking that we ended up eating out, well not eating out but getting takeout that night. I got myself some pasta from Olive Garden and some chicken, and I ate that, and it did make me slightly over my calories, which is totally okay. So I feel like, yes, like 2 off days, I guess, with Wednesday and Thursday going slightly over my calories. So today I'm just trying to continue being on track. I'm not trying to bully myself or anything. I was yesterday, and that's why I think I just didn't want to film, but I still did my walk and that felt really good. So I still got 7K steps. And so today I am just honoring what my body needs. I do want to cook. I didn't feel really great about dinner last night, not because I regret my choice, but because it was just heavy on me. Like the pasta, like when I make pasta at home, I measure, and when I eat pasta outside, I just like, it's just not the same. It just feels very different. So yeah, we're just taking it slow today. We have a lot of things to do. Fridays are usually, if I procrastinate during the week, or if I have an off day or off week, Fridays are usually when I get my stuff together before the weekend. And it is storming, or a storm is gonna come. It was storming last night, so I don't think I'll be able to do my walk outside today. We'll see. If the weather gets better, then I'll just do the walk. But if not, I'll just do it on my under desk treadmill. I do have to do a strength training workout today. This will be my 3rd one for the week. And then I also have to work on my website. I'm working on the FAQ page, and so that'll be great to do. I have to do some case notes from yesterday and probably start editing this video. So a lot of little things that I have to do. And yeah, I just wanted to be real with you guys because I didn't film yesterday. Like I said, I think I only filmed my walking clip and my breakfast. Yeah, I think I only filmed, but I had leftover lunch from Wednesday, and like I said, I got Olive Garden on at night. So yeah, just wanted to share with you because I think this is part of the process of, you know, sometimes you're not going to feel great, and I really want to try to figure out, and maybe in next vlog I'll try to focus on, if I'm feeling off, like what are some of my coping skills that I could use, instead of saying like, screw it, I'm gonna get something out, right? Because yeah, yesterday was really hard, not even for just like my mental health, but like just the client day was a little bit rougher. So yeah, sometimes those days, like I feel really good about my coping skills, and then some days it's just an off day, you know? So just wanted to share that with you, and that's it. We'll get started with the day. I am going so slow today. It is 9:14 and I'm barely getting started on my workout. We had some people coming over to do some work on the house, and I just didn't feel like being around the work while I'm like trying to work out. So now I can work out. I'm gonna work out.
I finished my workout and I did a little bit of a walk. I only did a mile, but I'm at, how many steps? 4,500 steps. And I actually went to Chick-fil-A because I just wanted soup. So I got a bowl of soup. I got a bowl of soup and some crackers. And I think that's what I'm gonna eat. I just feel like I need something light today compared to what I ate last night. So I'm just having a little bit of a soup and I'm gonna shower, and then I'm probably gonna work on the couch. And like I said, I have to work on my website today, but that's what I'm gonna do. And this is still within my lunch calories, so it's not gonna make me over. And for me, it feels like a reset just to have some soup. And yeah, I'm tired after my workout. Like, I felt like I was dragging that workout, but I did it. So now I'm gonna get some comfy clothes, take a shower, get some comfy clothes, and do some work on the couch. And I'll probably chime in just to show you what I make for dinner, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. I am heading to my morning walk. It is Saturday and I just have my morning walk today. I don't have any workouts since I finished my workouts yesterday. So I'll be doing a long walk right now, and then we're gonna go to the movies, and then the rest of the afternoon we're just gonna be at home because it is gonna be a rainy day. So I wanna walk right now in the morning when it's not raining, and then this afternoon we're supposed to have a thunderstorm. So I'm gonna try my best to get a long walk in so I could get as many steps as possible, because then the rest of the afternoon I'm just gonna be chilling. And I think we might get something there at the movies, I'm not sure. And then I have leftovers from yesterday that I'm gonna have for dinner. So I'll check in with you, show you my stuff for today. And then tomorrow we have our WAM. And even though this week had a slight change of plans, I guess, or me not feeling my best like Thursday because of just stress from work, I'm turning things around and I'm gonna focus on what I can control. So yeah, let's go for my walk. I'm preparing Brussels sprouts for the first time, so hopefully they come out good. This is my third WAM meeting, and I'm going to share with you how I did this week. I'm not going to lie to you, this week was pretty rough, and I think it was a combination of just a stressful work day, and then also on Wednesday night, I had every intention to not have a glass of wine at book club night, and I gave into I guess not peer pressure because nobody was pressuring me to drink, but I saw everybody have a glass and I wanted a glass, and I knew the next day I had a long day. So I think that might have again disrupted my sleep. And then that day I just had a hard client day. And so I think that just a combination of that, I was just not feeling it and I didn't want to cook that night. So we ended up having Olive Garden that night. And while I only went slightly over my calories, it was still kind of, it trickled down to that day, it kind of had a chain effect. But despite all that, and despite eating out so we ate out Thursday night, or did takeout, and then Saturday for lunch we went to the movies and we did get something there, but that was already accounted for. I had already pre-planned we were going to the movies, and it was going to be within my calorie deficit. That just meant I had a dinner that was a little bit lower calorie,
and still allowed me to meet my goal. The same thing with like coffee and stuff. Like I knew what days I rather have an Americano or rather have like just coffee with almond milk. That's usually how I have my coffee. I don't add any sugar. That has been really helpful for me to kind of have account for those little things that add up over the week. But yeah, so let's go into it. So as far as like the tactics, I did walk 7 to 10K steps every day. I even had, I want to say this week, either 3 or 4 days where I hit up to 10K steps, which is a win. That's why I'm not really too hard on myself with the fact that I did eat out on Thursday, had a glass of wine on Wednesday, and then did my like usual weekend, at least one meal out. You know, it was the only thing that I didn't plan for was that 1 week out during the week. So it's just going to be one of those weeks sometimes. And then strength train 3 times a week. I did do my strength training 3 times a week, so I'm really proud of myself. I did work on my website. I worked on my FAQ, so I feel good about that. I will probably revise it next week. I did maintain my calorie deficit, even though we did have those days that we were just, again, like maybe slightly over our calories. The next day, like Friday, I was back at my calorie deficit. I did account for maybe not having snacks that day just to kind of balance it. And honestly, it was also because I was pretty full from the night before. I think that's why I was feeling a little off on Friday, and I just had chicken soup, which honestly is probably what I needed. I was probably dehydrated, and I think it was really helpful for me, and it balanced out the rest of my weekend. And then what else? And then the glass of wine, that's the only thing. Like, I think I have to plan better for when I'm drinking alcohol, even if it's just one. I don't know if it's the red wine. I was like reading that red wine has these certain chemicals that like affects you. So I don't know if like if it was just the timing. Again, didn't have a snack after the wine, so that was the only thing that was on my system. So again, I didn't learn from last week, but now I know it's going to affect me. So we maintained our calorie deficit, even though we were just like right on the mark. We maintained it, and I think it was also helpful that I did push myself to walk a little bit more and do my strength training and all that. So I think overall it was pretty good. I'm excited. I'm a little nervous for next week only because I am going out of town for a wedding, and that starts on Friday. So we'll be traveling on Friday and then being at the wedding. So I am going to take advantage of taking walks outside or taking walks at the little hotel gym. I'm going to try to get my strength train workouts ahead of the week in order to prepare for next week. So I don't want to miss the workouts. And I'm just going to try to be a little bit more strict on myself this week so that during the weekend I can be a little bit more lax, because sometimes when you go somewhere and they don't necessarily have the calories there, so you kind of have to ballpark it. And so we did plan for Friday when we're going to be on the road, just like what I can eat and things like that. And then Saturday is going to be more flexible because it's the wedding and things like that. And again, I'm going to be mindful about drinking, because Sunday, it's the next day we drive back, right? So I don't want to be one hungover on Sunday and then not be able to do my grocery shopping and things like that. So even then, I am probably going to grocery shop or do my grocery list Thursday ahead of the time, and then that way when we're on our way I can do a pickup order or something like that. So I'm going to be planning ahead, especially when we're going to be out of town, and again being a little bit more stricter on myself during the week. That way during the weekend I can be a little bit more relaxed and not so so strict on myself. So that's kind of my plan. That's just how my brain works for me. And when it comes to like tracking and things like that, tracking is helpful for me because it's able to see ahead. It doesn't mean that I have to do that thing that I planned, but most of the time when you plan something and you stick to the plan, it's probably beneficial for you. I've noticed when I don't stick to my plan, I'm scrambling, and that's where I don't want to be scrambling
to maintain a deficit. I want to make sure that I'm on track. I'm not just resetting every single day. I'm on track or get back on track if things just go astray. So excited. This is again all a learning experience. And yeah, I just want to be able to enjoy my life, but do this 12th week a little bit more mindful. And yeah, so I'll see you guys for week 4.